it's almost more acceptable to have an affair than to have another partner that your current partner knows about.
Hey, I'm Avi Aharoni. I'm here with my buddy Josiah. Say hi, Josiah.
What up?
We are on our way to our friend Michael's place. Michael is a beautiful mother of two who we've known for many years, who happens to be in a non-monogamous relationship, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Non-monogamy, polyamory. I'm really excited on today's episode of Hash It Out. This is the house, right?
Think so.
I hope so. This is awkward. Michael.
Michael!
Hi.
So good to see you.
Alright, let's see what we got in this kitchen. Corn, tomatoes, pepper.
Those are cherries.
That's what I said, cherries. I said cherries. I have an idea. What do we think about a stuffed pepper with a chorizo mixed with, like, if we can get the chorizo into, like, ground chorizo?
Oh, yeah.
And then mix that with the spiced quinoa brown rice, sauteed with some onions, and then we stuff a pepper with that, and then we could yeah, are you with
I'm with you. Feel my sausage.
It's a nice sausage.
Thank you.
What if we did a sweet potato hash
It out.
The hash is a good idea, but the peppers look prettier at the end.
You're right.
That's my whole, like.
You could still put an egg on it though.
That would make it look pretty. With it still a spinach side salad. Okay, now that I'm here and we're doing this,
Yes.
we're here to talk about,
Non-monogamy and polyamory.
and that leads to my first question.
Oh, what's your question,
I'm actually not.
Avi?
Just kidding. What is the difference between, like, non-monogamy, polyamory, and then, like, polygamy? Because that's also in that same vein, right? Or am I being ignorant?
So non-monogamy, we hopefully have an understanding that monogamy means choosing one partner or being with one partner for all of your needs. People practice non-monogamy if they're going to engage usually in a sexual relationship with someone and they're not, like, quote unquote committed. That's usually they're acting as if they're non-monogamous. Polyamory is when you have more than one love, right? That's
it's so beautiful.
Okay, don't cry.
No, it's just so beautiful.
So you didn't put that onion in the freezer.
I did. It hurts so bad. Polyamory is people who love
one another, and it's like being in an ethical, non-monogamous relationship where everybody knows that everybody is involved with everybody. Personally, I practice polyamory, and polyamory is much different than, like, polygamy, right? Polygamy is when one man is married to more than one woman.
So that is specifically a man.
Yes.
You specifically do practice polyamory.
Correct. So I have an incredible loving relationship with my husband, and we've been married. It'll be 20 years this year.
20 years?
Yeah.
20 years?
I know. You're not. Yeah.
I haven't done anything for 20 years of my life.
We've had quote-unquote open relationship that has now become a polyamorous relationship with I myself have another partner who I've been with for 6 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of a big deal. And it's just another way of existing in a space where you can have any kind of relationship you want, and that having the ability to have any kind of relationship you want and be honest about it, especially with the person that you love most in the world, it's like you get to truly be yourself. You're not hiding anything. It's pretty cool.
I know I'm not the only one. Well, you know my story. I've tried it. Doesn't matter. That's beside the point. But like,
It
how do you-
doesn't work for everybody.
That's my question. Well, it doesn't work for everybody. So it's not for everybody?
It's not for everybody.
So you're saying not everybody's wired for it, right?
Not everybody's wired.
Were you, do you think you were? I mean, was it something easy for you?
I think I was. Was it easy?
It wasn't easy.
No, not in the beginning. And I think one of the reasons I knew I was wired that way is because I kept falling in love with people. Like even after I was married, right? Like I would never, I never like slept with anybody, but I would become super close friends, and then it would sometimes lead into like really strong flirting, and never once was it because I wasn't satisfied in my relationship or that I didn't love my husband. Before we opened up, I would just get in these really deep connections with people. And then, of course, and then comes the shame and the guilt because you think you're not supposed to feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're full of shame and you don't want to tell your partner that, right? That can kind of eat you up. And so that's kind of what was happening to me. It would happen to me over and over again.
So you can find yourself continue falling in love.
Yes.
But how long were you with? Can I use his name? Well, how long were you with your husband?
Sean?
Oh, she used his name.
I did.
Yeah, I mean.
Before we opened up?
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
Before we opened up, we were together 12 years.
Wow. So still like a good Jesus. So you were open first.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, first we Sean and I, people enter this non-monogamy thing in different ways, right? Like there's something missing from their relationship and they need to find it. Or Sean and I opened up because we like each other. We like each other a lot, and we like each other in lots of different ways, and it would be awesome to be able to experience those different ways with other people.
Did it affect the way people looked at you, thought about you? If you were at work and you, I mean, is this something you're open at work about?
I have come out at work just this year, so I've been at my current job for about 3 years.
Come out as non-monogamous?
Yes.
Okay.
I've always been pretty open about being queer. I identify as queer.
Can I have one more sausage for this?
Yeah, you can have whatever you want, Bobby.
Giggity go!
But I remember the very first time I told a friend who I thought was a super close friend that Sean and I were open and that I liked women, and she couldn't handle it. Our relationship was never the same again.
Really?
Yeah, so that has really stymied me from just being super out and open about it. Plus it's almost more acceptable to have an affair than to have another partner that your current partner knows about.
Oh my god, that's a really good point.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because people just don't understand it, and they think it's a reflection on them, right?
Look, a little nubbin of skin. That's the foreskin of the sausage I cut. I am so funny, Josiah!
Usually people find out that there's an open relationship when something bad happens to that relationship. And then there's a big breakup, and that's when they find out that their friends, oh my god, did you know that they had an open relationship? Right? That's when
you think it comes out after? Okay.
And so everybody's perception of having an open relationship is, oh well, that will never work. But to be honest, I have one of the best relationships. I have one of the best marriages of anybody I know.
Honestly though, you do. But you guys, honestly, you guys, when I think of you two as a couple, it's oh my god, I couldn't think of a happier, more in love.
Yeah. Plus what it did is it taught us to choose each other over and over again.
Oh.
Right? It's no longer oh, I'm obligated to be with this person. It's oh, I get to be with this person. Okay, this is done, right? I'm thinking this
Yep.
is done.
So we're gonna throw the sweet potato in.
Do you want an apron?
Oh my gosh, does that mean I should take my shirt off, or? So how did it open up? How did you guys first start talking about it 12 years into a marriage?
Well, because we would share all of our fantasies, and so we would talk about the possibilities of
Okay.
like throwing another person in there or two. And at one point I was kind of joking around. I had gone around, I walked around, I'd taken a walk. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Taking a walk around the lake?
Mm-hmm.
We're taking a walk around the lake?
Yeah, and I came
No, you're
back.
taking a walk around.
So I came back from that walk, and I'd been talking to a friend who had a girlfriend at the time, and she's talking about how in love she was, and this one was pretty successful, so she's like, she's getting me these boots, and I'm like, I was kind of more envious that she was getting boots, I think. But also I liked the idea of being with a woman.
Mm.
So I got home, and I said to Sean, I think I want a girlfriend. And he goes, oh, you do? And I'm like, yeah, I think so. And he goes, how would you feel if I had a girlfriend? I went, oh, never mind then. That's totally fine.
Oh.
And 2 weeks later, he comes back and goes, I think I want to have that conversation again. And I'm like, oh. And he goes, I think I want you to have a girlfriend.
Let's hope it tastes good. Might be dry on the inside. Who knows? So, you talked again 2 weeks later.
Yeah. And then he found me a party to go to. It was a Christmas party.
Mm.
And that's where it all began. Like, I met people, and one person led to another person, and then, yeah, that's what happened. It was pretty awesome. Can you have some of that on my salad, too?
Yeah, I was actually wondering if that'd be too much. Oh my god, this looks so good!
It's amazing.
This looks so good.
Oh my god.
So, wait,
looks okay.
what did we make again?
Do you want me to answer this? We made
Yes.
andouille, sausage.
Andouille. Who says andouille? Andouille.
Whatever.
Andouille, sweet potato hash.
Yes.
Right, inside of a pepper.
Yes.
With
sauteed onions and garlic. Right? And then we have a wilted greens salad.
With some toasted
Oatmeal.
And
That we had toasted with
maple syrup.
maple syrup.
It's all of that. It's
That is really good.
As the kids would say, that's dank. For somebody who doesn't know much, or at all, or is on the other side of the debate of like, no, it's one, monogamy, right? What are the 3 things you would say to them? To wrap, to teach people, or to help people understand?
One is like, love is infinite, right?
That's good.
Some of the greatest feeling in the world is like falling in love with somebody. Like, it feels so good, and your body just naturally does that. And so I also believe to allow the person that you love to have those feelings for somebody else, that is amazing. What a gift that is. To like, oh my god, you get to feel that again? With someone else, it doesn't diminish how you feel about me, but doesn't it feel awesome to love somebody else? And then you have this other person. I mean, I haven't talked at all about my relationship with my other partner. It's awesome, and it keeps getting deeper and deeper, and how great that I get to have that too.
Are there any books, websites, resources if somebody wants to,
Oh my god.
read up about it or learn about it or understand it more? Or
Sex at Dawn.
What?
Sex at Dawn.
Dawn.
Yep, with Christopher Ryan.
Okay.
That'll be a really great resource that kind of makes you look at the past of human sexuality from an anthropological standpoint.
That sounds super interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's really great.
And we are What's Next. You can find us at What's Next MSP. This is That was so good. That was such a good ending.
You did it, man. You
I
did
did it. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, peoples. It's been a great episode of Hash It Out. Thank you, Michael.
Yay!
Mm.